Many people in Boston are relieved this morning since officers arrested the second bombing suspect. But the investigation is far from over. Law enforcement officials are trying to figure out the motive behind the deadly marathon bombings. Political science professor Dan Masters joins us this morning. Dan, thanks for being here. You've watched this situation play out with the rest of us here. Dzhokar Tsarnaev was found alive, which is crucial to the investigation, right?
Yes, it is crucial to the investigation, and I think it's very helpful that he's been found alive. I think we'll get a lot more answers now through the interrogation that will take place.
Now, some say the secret weapon in this investigation was the thermal imaging, that helicopter that was flown over that boat. Authorities used it to nab him, that second suspect. Will you explain exactly how that works?
Oh, well, thermal imaging works by detecting the difference between heat signatures from different types of objects. The human body obviously is warmer than most other objects around. And so by using thermal imaging, you can go over the object, look down, and if you see the heat signature of a body, you can identify it. It's a safe way of identifying if somebody's there before you actually devote resources towards it.
Now, another topic of discussion here, Dzhokar Tsarnaev. Do you think that he should be treated as an enemy combatant? Because I know that status, we hear that a lot when members of, say, Al-Qaeda are mentioned. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham, though, tweeted, if captured, he says, I hope the administration will at least consider holding the Boston suspect as an enemy combatant for intelligence gathering purposes. What do you think?
You can gather the intelligence without necessarily holding him as an enemy combatant. It's always a little bit of a risk. Going with the enemy combatant, you do have the issue that he is a U.S. citizen and therefore is technically afforded all the rights of a U.S. citizen. It doesn't make sense to necessarily then treat him as an enemy combatant, which is usually a designation we would reserve for a foreign national who conducted an operation against the United States. If we treat him through as a normal criminal, he gets to go through the normal criminal process. It tends to strengthen those institutions, make them look stronger, more capable. And anything that helps the courts look good in the case of terrorism, I think, is a positive thing.
So those who want to question as an enemy combatant, do you think that they're trying to get around, I don't know, the Miranda rights or something like that? Is that the case? What do you say?
I think if you're trying to use the enemy combatant, the idea is that you have a broader set of tools to use for interrogation, and you have less restrictions in terms of how long the person can be detained before they would have to be produced for any kind of a trial. That is an important measure there as well. You don't have to worry about the attorney-client privilege, so therefore you can do a wider range and deeper probing type of interrogation without a suspect invoking their Fifth Amendment rights. So that would be the upside to the enemy combatant labeling.
All right. Well, the Fed's calling him a terrorist, and they say they have their suspects. So we'll see what happens next. Dan, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.